Hi everyone, David Bratanek with Coldwell Banker Southwest Realty. Today we are going through the stats for June of 2025. We're going to compare them again to last year and to May. So compared to May, we saw a decrease in sales. So we had 162 sales in June. That's a decrease from 179 sales in May. So we are seeing a little bit of a slower down for the summer, but we have good year-to-date numbers, and that's because because May had a really strong month. June had a much stronger month than last year. We saw a delay in the spring market, so that has now caught up, and we haven't quite seen a slowdown for the summer yet, but that's really good. We have the average and median sale prices are something to note in this one. So the average sale price is at $573,000. Last month or May it was $543,000. That's a $30,000 increase. That's quite a bit. However, the median sale price stayed the exact same at $505,000 for both months. So the median sale price is up just a little bit, 1.6% over a year ago. Average sale price up about 5.7%. If you look at the year-to-date numbers, though, we're at median sale price $486,500. That's an increase of 1.4%, and an average sale price of $538,000. That's an increase of 1%. So what we are seeing is last month in June, we had a huge number of high-end sales sell. There was a few $1 million homes, some $2 million homes, and more expensive stuff. So when all that sells, you see a higher average sale price, and you start to see, as I've talked about before, you start to see that average sale price take a big separation from the median sale price, and we saw that with a $30,000 increase on average and no increase whatsoever on the median over May. And so a lot of that is just attributable to that. That being said, the year-to-date numbers are a bit more solidified because there's 800 sales versus comparing to 162 sales, and we see the average sale price there at $538 and median at $486.5 shows us, that's kind of a normal spread. It might be a little bit wider than normal, about $50,000. And, we kind of expect that, but we're looking at the trends, and the overall trend is basically pretty well even with where we were last year, pretty well even with where we were the year before, however, down from the peak in 2022. But if you're looking at 2020 or before, our average and median sale prices are still much higher. So if you've been in your house for a while, you're doing pretty well. Overall, what I see going on for the summer, I think July is going to be okay. I think August is probably going to pick up because I think we're going to get back into the fall market a little bit early. I don't think we're going to see such a big slowdown for the summer, but time will tell. So keep following, and I'll keep you updated on the rest of the stats. But overall, my feelings on the market, there's a lot of listings. 348 new listings came on in June and 162 sold. So we have almost 200 listings that didn't sell in the month of June. Overall, year to date, we've had 1,751 new listings and 812 sales. So again, 50% of houses are sitting on the market. They haven't sold. The new listings, it's an increase of 10.3% year to date over last year, 27.5% over the year before. And then when we get into COVID times, 2022 is 39% increase and 67% increase from 2020. So you can see where those listings, I talked about those in previous videos, those listings were incredibly low. Now they're starting they've obviously rebounded and gone the other way. So now we have too many listings on the market, but we haven't seen sale prices affected super massively in the past year. We would expect that, seeing as how many more listings we have on the market. For active listings, there's 582 active listings throughout the month on average. So that's an increase of 17.8% over a year ago. So there's a lot of houses just sitting on the market, but we haven't seen sale prices negatively affected. I think a lot of that is because the people who want to sell just want to sell. They don't need to. They're not getting forced out of their homes. We're not seeing default rates that are crazy. And so if people aren't feeling financial stress to move, then the increased number of listings, people are just going to hold out and wait for that buyer. That's been my experience with my clients, and that's what I'm hearing throughout the industry. So if you're looking at what's going on or wondering what's going on, that's the long and short of it. We are recovering from the late spring market, and prices are steady. But there's a lot for sale. So if you're selling your home right now, you got to be pretty aggressive on your pricing because there's a lot of competition out there. That being so, it is a buyer's market. Buyers can choose which houses they want to buy, and the other ones will sit on the market until they find the right buyer. So if you have any questions about this or anything else, always feel free to give me a call. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to hear more from me. If you have comments, please leave them in the comment section below or contact me. All of my contact information is beside me and below me in the description. Have a great day.